In the previous class, we have learned about the physical properties of metals and nonmetals. In today's class, let us learn the chemical properties of metals and nonmetals. First one, reaction with oxygen, that is oxidation. Metals except gold and silver react with oxygen to form basic oxides. Sodium also reacts vigorously with oxygen. A lot of heat is generated in this reaction. Burning of magnesium ribbon in air. When a magnesium ribbon is heated in the presence of air on a burner flame, after some time it starts burning with a white flame and white powder ash is formed, which is called magnesium oxide. Test the ash obtained on burning magnesium ribbon by dissolving in water. Test the solution obtained by using the litmus paper. We observe that the red litmus paper turns blue, which shows that magnesium oxide, metallic oxide, is basic in nature. Rusting of iron. In presence of moisture and air, rust gets deposited over iron. Iron plus oxygen plus water gives brown colored rust, that is iron oxide. To test the nature of rust, let us perform an activity. Activity 4.3. Collect a spoonful of rust and dissolve it in a very little amount of water. You will find that the rust remains suspended in water. Shake the suspension well. Test the solution with red and blue litmus papers. What do you observe? Is the solution acidic or basic? We observe that the red litmus paper turns into blue, which shows that the nature of rust is basic. In general, metallic oxides are basic in nature. Greenish deposit on the surface of copper vessels. When a copper vessel is exposed to moist air for long, the dull greenish material deposited on the surface of copper is a mixture of copper hydroxide CuOH twice and copper carbonate CuCO3. Equation for the reaction is 2Cu plus H2O plus CO2 plus O2 gives CuOH twice plus CuCO3. Take a small amount of powdered sulfur in a deflagrating spoon and heat it. If deflagrating spoon is not available, you may take a metallic cap of any bottle and wrap a metallic wire around it and give it the shape shown in figure 4.4. As soon as the sulfur starts burning, introduce the spoon into a gas jar or gas tumbler. Cover the tumbler with a lid to ensure that the gas produced does not escape. Remove the spoon after some time. Then add a small quantity of water into the tumbler and quickly replace the lid. Shake the tumbler well. Check the solution with red and blue litmus paper. What do you observe? We observe that the solution changes the color of blue litmus into red. It shows that non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. The name of the product formed in the reaction of sulfur and oxygen is sulfur dioxide gas. When sulfur dioxide is dissolved in water, sulfurous acid is formed. The equation for the reaction is sulfur dioxide plus water gives sulfurous acid H2SO3. Second reaction, reaction with water. Reaction of metals with water. Sodium metal is very reactive. It reacts vigorously with oxygen and water. A lot of heat energy is generated in the reaction. It is therefore stored in kerosene. The equation for the reaction is 2Na plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH plus H2. Potassium and calcium are also active metals and reacts with water at room temperature. Such metals are stored in kerosene. Iron reacts slowly with water. Let us perform an activity to understand the reaction of sodium with water. Activity 4.5. Take a 250 ml beaker or glass tumbler. Fill half of it with water. Now, carefully cut a small piece of sodium metal, dry it using filter paper and wrap it in a small piece of cotton. Put the sodium piece wrapped in cotton into the beaker. Observe carefully. When reaction stops, touch the beaker. What do you feel? Has the beaker become hot? Test the solution with red and blue litmus papers. Is the solution acidic or basic? We observe that the beaker becomes hot. We test the solution with red and blue litmus papers. It turns red litmus blue. This activity indicates that sodium is highly reactive and it reacts vigorously with water. A lot of heat is generated in the reaction to form basic solution of sodium hydroxide. Generally, the nonmetals do not react with water. Today's homework: recall the name of some of the laboratory acids and bases you have read in class 7. Note down their names in table 4.4. Identify the metal or nonmetal present in them which form oxides with oxygen. Next one, in page number 54, question number 5. Some properties are listed in the following table. Distinguish between metals and nonmetals on the basis of these properties.